If you want to make videos with your smartphone, stop using the standard camera app. I'm serious, it doesn't matter if you use iPhone or Android. The problem is that when you use the standard camera app, you most likely use it with auto settings. The problem with it is that it is your phone who decides what settings to change and how to adjust it. So let's figure out what camera app you better use instead of the standard one. Here's the problem with the standard camera app, especially if you use it with auto settings. For example, you want to talk to the camera like this in front of the window, and then for some reason you want to turn your back to the window, and this way the exposure changes immediately and the focus may jump. And the problem is that your phone just doesn't understand what settings to adjust, and it doesn't know how it should adjust the settings, what exposure you need. And I don't even know, is the sound coming from the external mic or the internal mic? And there is no way I can choose the audio source in the settings. I need to make a disclaimer here. If you want to take a quick video of your cat, it's fine to use the standard app. If you've seen the UFO in the sky and you want to immediately take the video of it, it's also okay. I think maybe that's why we have all these weird footages going around the internet with these UFOs. Maybe that's because people have been using the standard camera app and auto settings. So for clarity, I want to compare the standard camera app with three more. It is Blackmagic camera app, the open camera and native camera. So first of all, let's try the standard camera app with auto settings. This is the standard camera app with auto settings. And let's maybe move around and see if the exposure changes. Maybe I can get closer. I don't know how it will work. Okay, now we're in Blackmagic camera app. I need to adjust a few settings here. I need to switch to 30 FPS here because we had 30 FPS in the standard camera app. I need to adjust the shutter speed accordingly to 1/60th, and I will raise the ISO. And I need to change the white balance to 4500 Kelvin. Okay, let's try to make video with this app. Alright, this is now Blackmagic camera app, and I have adjusted a few settings manually. Now let's try to move around, and I hope the exposure doesn't change. And now let's switch to the native camera app. How I found out about this app: there was a guy on YouTube who was suffering with his new Google Pixel, and Google Pixel is believed to have the best cameras on the market so far among Android phones. The guy wasn't happy with what Google camera algorithms were doing to his videos. The quality was really bad, so he decided to develop his own app. It's mostly free, the basic version is free, but to be able to record 10-bit video you need to pay, I think, $9.99. I haven't paid yet, I have only the free version, so now let's check what quality we can get from this app. Alright, now we're in this native camera app. We have 4K 30 FPS. Oh, for some reason it doesn't have the horizontal mode. Okay, so we're in 4K 30 FPS, and let's adjust the settings. We need to get 1/60th shutter speed, and we need ISO, let's say 400. Okay, let's try 400. It shows that the exposure is at 0. We also need to adjust the color temperature to 450. Oh, for some reason, I don't know why it changes the color so much. Maybe let's try to keep it at, I don't know, let's keep it 4500 for the sake of this experiment. Alright, this is the native camera app. I have adjusted the settings to match the previous two. Unfortunately, this app doesn't allow me to use 25 or 50 FPS mode. I switched to 4K 30 like the previous two, and it doesn't allow me to use the external mic. For some reason it doesn't record the sound from the external mic. Maybe the developer will listen to the feedback and add this feature to the free version of this app in future. This is the most uncomfortable to use and most unintuitive app I've ever used, because all the settings are hidden inside the menu and you have to spend quite a lot of time to find it. The same problem here is that I cannot use the external mic with this app. It's a little windy and the birds are chirping all around, so this is how it looks like and sounds like without the external mic with the standard camera app. I also wanted to compare a few modes in the standard camera app. So this is now log profile, and I use the anti-filter. and I shoot at almost golden hour, so I make sure that the lighting is the best possible. So this is how it looks. Okay, this is Blackmagic camera app and it's pretty overexposed, so I need to put on the ND filter to be able to expose correctly, and I need to lower the ISO. So alright, let's try it like this. And with Blackmagic camera app I can use the external mic, and I hope the audio is better and you can hear it. I checked the footage and it looks like I am underexposed, so I adjusted the settings. This is native camera app with ND filter on, and I'm not sure if it's picking up the audio from the external mic, so let's have a look. So here's the comparison table. I included such points as the variety of settings, external mic recording, the general ease of use, and the availability of the free version. For example, the native camera app is free, but you can get the full functionality only in the paid version. Yes, it is only $10, but in comparison to Blackmagic app, which is completely free, this is a huge drawback. So the best camera app is the one that you are most comfortable with. For me it is Blackmagic because it helps me solve all my tasks and it provides the best functionality, and what is more important, it is free. Let me know in the comments which one would you choose, or if you are already using one, what is your experience with it. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video.